Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Bethany, also known as the OK Creative Kind on Instagram. This is my first YouTube and I'm so excited to get started on this journey and just post what I love, which is DIYs, fake bakes, and seasonal decor. So today we're going to start with a fake bake. Love these. Guilt-free, calorie-free, and so easy to make. We're going to do a Valentine's theme ice cream sundae, and it is so easy. Anybody can do this. As you see on that glass, it's painted pink. What I did was take just pink acrylic paint and place that in the ice cream sundae. Now what I did is let it sit overnight, and I kind of twisted the paint around so that it would cover the inside. You can also mix it with caulk. A lot of people do that and kind of let it sit overnight so that it hardens, and then it'll be completely pink on the inside and ready to go. You'll see the spackle on my right. That's lightweight spackle. You need that. And then what I did is I just traced, as you saw, the ice cream sundae top on just a 4-pack of poster board I got from the dollar store, and that is going to be for the topper because we want to create a top to kind of offset the amount of caulk that needs to be in the bottom of the sundae, because you don't want to waste all that space. You won't see it. So we're just going to create a circle, place that there, and then hot glue it down, and that's going to be the base that we're going to work with, and put the caulking on top of that. It's silly, again, as I said, to put all that caulking in the bottom when you're not going to see it. So this is just a little hack to save on space and be able to kind of work with a smaller space, and nobody's going to see this. So it doesn't matter if it's not even, if it's a different colored cardboard, or just, well, white or pink works best just because it's going to blend. But other than that, that's all you really need to do. So go ahead and hot glue that down, and you'll notice I'm putting just around the rim too some hot glue, just so that it sticks. Sometimes these have a tendency to fall down, so I was just making sure. Next, styrofoam ball. They sell these in a 3-pack at the dollar store. You can get them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby too. Sometimes you'll find them at thrift stores and things like that. You'll just find them sitting around the house too. Sometimes in your packages you buy online and things like that, they might come. So they're really handy. It's just a small one. I think it's about 2 inches, maybe 1.5, and just hot glue that down. That's going to create height for the sundae. So when you're using all that spackle and you're going around, you'll see as we pipe it, it tends to also fall. So you want to create a base that it just gives it support, and you're also not using a lot more too to create that height once you have that in the middle. So just find something that you can around the house. Again, they sell them in a 3-pack at the dollar store, and they're useful. So hang on to them if you see them. The next thing you're going to see is I have just an empty old Tupperware, and I'm taking some lightweight spackle. Now I used just a wooden popsicle stick to pull it out. It can get really messy, so just make sure that you either wear gloves or you're wearing something you don't care about getting messy, and then you're going to take some out. And I got through a lot of this. To do a sundae, it took not a ton, but it did take quite a few holes, I guess, from the big jar. So just make yourself enough, and you'll be more comfortable once you start doing it to kind of eye it to know how much you're going to need. My piping bags are 12 inches, I believe. So I just wanted enough to go to the top of that. And so what I did is I took a bunch of spoonfuls of the lightweight spackle, and then I put in some pink acrylic paint. And with acrylic paint, you just want to choose a color that you love, obviously, and mix it in there. And then you want to make sure that it's not runny. You'll see me kind of looking at the popsicle stick and just making sure that it's the consistency that I like. See how I'm doing that? And that is because I want to make sure it's not runny. If it is runny, add cornstarch or baby powder, and it'll stiffen it up. But mix it in really good. It'll turn the color, and then you're just going to mix it, and then put it in your piping bag. I put my piping bag on a cup. It just makes it easier and more sturdy. And then I put the tip that's in that little silver bin. I just chose like a closed star tip, I believe it is called, and it's from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And so we are just putting all of our spackle in our piping tip. This is just a cake piping tip bag. You can get them at Walmart, get them online, and we're going to begin. I have as you can see, the sundae, and I'm sorry about the speed in this video. Something happened during editing. I'm not like the best at editing. at all. This is my first time doing it, so I'm doing my best. So I'm just taking the sundae here. As you can see, the caulking is in the bag, and I'm just going around squeezing it. Keep your arm obviously on the piping bag, but strong grip on the ice cream sundae. It's glass, so it might go flying, and you're kind of twisting it all over, so just be careful. Steady strokes around, just like you're piping or icing a cookie, maybe like you did in elementary school, or cooking with your mom or something like that. So you're just going to go all the way around and create a pattern if you like to. The star tips are kind of nice on its own, but sometimes I'll kind of move it around to create a pattern that I like. So that's what I'm doing, just going around in circles, keeping it nice and steady and even. If you mess up, you can't go wrong with this. You just add more spackle. You really can't go wrong, and it's a sundae, nobody cares. So just go all the way up. You'll see just in a motion like that to create that kind of tower look. There I am, very excited about my creation. And just keep going around. Now I go in and kind of fill in spots because it's not completely even. That's normal, especially with the star tip that I use. It's a little bit smaller, so it's not creating the width. So I'm just going in, adding different strokes, and just creating something that I like. You can't go wrong. Plus you're going to add sprinkles and all sorts of fun stuff. So if you mess up a little, your arm hits it, as mine does, don't worry about it. You can't go wrong. Alright guys, so here you're going to see me. I just kind of put my caulking to the side, and you really should keep it moist, the tip. So if you have a moist paper towel, just put it over the top so it doesn't harden out. So now I am getting ready to kind of embellish, and so I'm putting down parchment paper on a baking sheet, and I'm taking sprinkles that I got from Play Code 3 online on Etsy, as well as their own website. Again, Play Code 3, they're amazing. They always have just the best products, and they're so sweet. So check them out, Play Code 3, and just go ahead and add your fake sprinkles. There's plenty of fake sprinkles on Amazon. There's some on Etsy. I prefer the ones on Etsy and from Play Code. I think Amazon's a little too expensive for the amount that you get, but just go ahead. Again, they're fake sprinkles. This is non-edible, so they're not going to attract bugs and things of that nature. So just go ahead, add whatever your heart desires. Mine are red and pink, and I know it's hard to see in this video, but it just kind of matches the same theme. You'll see it at the end, how it all comes together, but I add all different ones just to give it kind of a fun look. So there's multicolor, and then there's some little dots that I'm going to add. You'll also see me pick up in just a minute diamond dust. Diamond dust is amazing. It just adds so much sparkle. I got it from Amazon. I think it's like $7, but it adds just like this crystal clear look to it, and it just makes it look so much more real. So check that out on Amazon. Again, it's called Diamond Dust. It's wonderful. So you'll see me adding that here in just a minute. Go ahead and make sure you tap that diamond dust off. It is glass shards, really, essentially. So you're going to want to go ahead and tap that off to make sure that nothing is going to fall off at the end, especially for your client if you're going to ship them. The worst would be if they open their bag and there's a bunch of glass. So just tap it off before it sets. Next, we're going to grab some straws, any ones you like. They sell a million different designs at the dollar store, so just pick them up there, 98 cents at Walmart. And then these two different prints are going to go down into that styrofoam ball. You're just going to twist it down. They give such a cute finished look. They're just beautiful. And I'm sorry again about the quality. The lighting's not the best, but you kind of get the picture. You're gonna see me at the end kind of put a heart as well. That's just a heart that I made, a pink one out of polymer clay, and it's sprinkled with multi-colored sprinkles and some white frosting made with puffy paint. So I just took the polymer clay, let it set, used a cookie heart from a cookie cutter, cut that out, put the white frosting on, and then added the sprinkles, let it set overnight. What I'm doing here is I'm putting a toothpick on the back and then I'm going to push it into the spackle. The reason being is to give it support really so that it doesn't fall, especially because it's going to have to sit overnight, so I don't want anything happening to it. And then you're going to see that it's a little too tall, and I was having trouble getting it down because I felt like it was falling, the spackle. Worst feeling. So what I did is I just took it back out. I cut the little toothpick, and then it fit back down in. It wasn't as tall, so it fit down perfectly. So next you're going to see me hold up some white and brown dimensional paint. You can pick it up pretty cheap at Hobby Lobby when it's on sale. It's about $2 a tube. Again, dimensional paint. Not the same as puffy paint. Puffy paint can be a little runny. I usually use this to create the drippings, the icing, more or less, on hot fudge sundaes and things of that nature. I'm just going to do it on this one, but I kind of liked it on its own. So I just didn't want to put too much. Sometimes I go way over the top, and I look at it afterwards and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have added that. So I wanted to keep it simple and pretty and not too much going on, so I didn't add that, but that is something you could do. Oh my gosh, y'all, I love this. It is pink. It's even lighter pink in person. It's so pretty, so colorful. It's got the cute little heart with multicolored sprinkles and the straws, and it is just adorable. It's gonna go perfect. I'm thinking of putting it on my Etsy, but I kind of want to keep it for myself, so to be determined. Either way, it would look adorable on a Valentine shelf or on a tiered tray. It's just so sweet. So you're going to see in my hand I have a pink cupcake base, which is just a muffin, like the tin liners from the dollar store. They're so cute. They're light pink with gold hearts. What I did is I put in the expandable foam that you can get from Walmart, from Home Depot, and you put it in just a little dab and it expands. So it creates a base inside. It's wonderful. It's expanding foam. So then I'm using the rest of the icing that was in my piping bag, and I'm just going around again and doing that little upwards motion. Because that expandable foam stays in there, it creates that layer and that height for you already. So you just go around, pipe around, pipe around, pipe around. I kind of move my arm all over. What is with this editing? It's adding random little, wow, I got to get better at this. One day, guys, one day. So we're just going around creating height. This is going to be a little set I'm going to put with my sundae. So then I'm just going in and I'm adding embellishments. I'm adding sprinkles. I got all of these sprinkles from Play Code 3. They're awesome. Very, very affordable. Free shipping too. So check them out. And then I just went in, I added a bunch of ones that I like. I just went in just like you would a normal sprinkle. Think of fake baking as almost like normal baking. It's just not edible, which is, I mean, for those of us on a diet, it's great. But this is the final product. It is so sweet, so adorable, and so easy. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this fake bake. I hope you'll stay tuned and follow along with me. Hit like, subscribe so you won't miss out on anything I post, seasonal decor, fake bakes, and all sorts of fun DIYs. See you next time.